Roll call, special issues.
So I hadn't heard.
Mrs.
I
Smith.
don't know.
Here.
You take 7 parking spaces. and
Mrs.
walk
Gear.
I'm here.
Mr. Allemond.
He's here.
He's here. He's fine.
Mr. Sims. Here. And Mrs. Andrews.
Without getting.
You're here. She's here.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. Without
Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
All right, can I get a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and approve them?
So moved.
All right, motion from Ms. Andrews, second from Ms. Gear. Oh, Ms. Gear, sorry. All in favor, please say aye. Aye, 5-0. I'm gonna assume that all those approve this. We don't have any old business, new business. 10:03:23, request for consideration of an agreement to use the Soho Plaza from David Horn and Soho Social Taco and Mr. Wyatt, who is not with us this evening. Y'all here? Come on. If y'all don't mind, yeah, sign in and tell us what you have in mind.
I sent you all this agreement, but here's a copy if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Anyone need it?
Oh, you don't have to put those. You don't have to worry about putting the numbers, as long as your name and what yours means,
Okay.
where you're from.
All right.
All right, tell us what you got. And Mike just passed out the agreement.
So I guess basically, this sort of started with, okay, entertainment district, and now that we've got social and taco sort of framing the plaza, you know, for us, we said, okay, well, we've had music outside before on the patio at social, and we said, okay, well, how do we manage this? Do we have music on both places? We said, okay, we'd love to have music that maybe could service both patios. Do we put them in the middle, in the fountain, all this? And it's got a little bit more than, I feel like, entertainment district use.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think it's just a little more than that. Met with Wyatt and Mike, and I think what they were saying was that the city would like to be indemnified. I think that's the primary motive here.
So that we have no liability. if
Correct,
something should happen.
for any sort of activities that
Sure.
we are promoting or spearheading in the plaza.
Okay. And we foresee those being like live music or.
I think really what we're talking about is live music. You know, we know, another thing that brought this up was, you know, Cinco de Mayo. Okay, now, you know, we've got a message place. We know that could, I don't think we know exactly what to expect, but I expect.
Chaos.
I guess I'd like to be, I don't want.
Judging, having been to a Mexican restaurant, I'm thinking about
I don't
it.
want, I don't, yeah, well, I don't want to act like, oh, I think we're just going to be kind of busy. No, I think it could be, wild, and I felt like we at least need to notify you guys that,
Sure.
hey, I'm not really sure, you know, I mean, we're planning on hiring off-duty Homewood, and
Yeah.
I think we're going to be prepared. But for,
Let
going
me
down.
help you.
Okay, all right.
please.
Yeah,
They're currently using the plaza without any identification,
Right.
but they're using it for events, just to entertain their folks while they're waiting to be
Sure,
served.
sure.
So what we tried to create, and this is a discussion I've been having with Alex and Walter and others for a while, that we need to get something clarified about the use of the plaza.
Sure.
So there's really two events. One's just normal day things that they're doing now.
Yeah.
Where they're.
People might be waiting out
Hey,
there.
you're
we've got some games that we'll set up, the cornhole and
Okay.
stuff that
Well,
people
got
can
it.
play while they're waiting.
Listen, we see what you've been doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd call a regular event.
Yeah.
People are waiting to get in their restaurant.
Right.
They're trying to give them some entertainment
Sure.
during that wait period. So that's what we defined in this agreement as a regular event.
Yeah.
Then they indicated that they needed to do, or wanted to do, some special events.
Right.
And we required them to give us notice, the city, the mayor's office is a practical way to do that.
Right.
That they want to use the plaza, and if they do, then the mayor will tell them it's okay or not, depending on what we already have scheduled.
Right, what else might be going
Our
on?
scheduling for Rosewood Hall, because they use the plaza on occasions.
Sure.
Based part of that rental, as well as special events like Sunday and Thursday with Taste of Homewood.
Right.
Our events take priority over the use of the plaza.
Sure.
So what we've defined in here is a special event. They would need to give 30 days, at least 30 days notice to the mayor. He'd have 10 days to say that's okay or not.
Okay.
Depending on whatever we might have booked there,
Yeah.
or the Rosewood Hall we might have booked. And then essentially, if they do that, then they indemnify us for whatever happens during that special event. During the normal event, patrons waiting, they'll indemnify us for the use of the plaza for their games and whatever entertainment they're doing.
Okay.
Which is include music up to like three people, and anything above that is be declared to be a special event.
And I think the primary differentiating factor is a regular event is people waiting to come in, people waiting to eat at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
this is regular trying
If
to
we
get.
have any other event where we need to be attracting people to come to whatever is happening just in the plaza.
Right, that's a whole other thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
You know, if we were having like a tailgate party or
Sure.
something similar to the cornhole tournament that was out here yesterday, something like that, I think is, at least if.
Any special event, they can't sell or can't distribute alcohol on the plaza.
Yeah, right.
Unless they have a special event
Event
permit from
permit.
ABC.
Right, like like
They
y'all
can
did for
disperse
the wine.
alcohol on
gotcha.
their premises, and they can carry it off for the entertainment.
Right,
district.
right. Yeah, because that's kind of what y'all did for the wine 10K. Y'all were kind of the alcohol,
Yes, but.
y'all got the license and.
Well-
But that was a special event.
Right.
Should have been.
So to my knowledge, the way we've worked that is everything came from our patio and went out. We didn't,
Y'all didn't go out into the patio to sell.
right.
We
Now-
clarified that
Yeah.
before. We
Yeah.
didn't-
Yeah. Now,
Well, to disperse alcohol, they're gonna have to have a special event permit from the ABC.
Right, okay.
yeah,
And it-
to disperse it off
On-
of our premises.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
to sell it, like if y'all set up a stand off in the middle of the
Right.
plaza or whatever.
Right.
Like to do margaritas or something.
We have fudged that a couple of times.
Okay. Don't touch it anymore.
Ignorantly, yeah, but I'm just full disclosure.
Well,
Okay.
okay, so let me ask a question. Let's say in theory, Ashley Max wants to put on a, Ashley Max Palooza on, where, does she go through the same
She
process?
comes to us.
Okay.
Because it's the plant.
So this is a regular, like, we anticipate this is gonna be a regular thing, this is ongoing, this is how we're gonna deal with that. But if another tenant here wants to put
Or
on
anyone
some
else.
special event,
Well, just like the wine 10K
Okay.
or
They'd have to
anyone
go on
else
the
who,
calendar.
yeah.
Okay.
And as far as I'm reading this agreement, Mike, we're gonna sign this agreement. If we approve it, we're gonna sign it for a year. And is there a cost? Because there is no cost mentioned.
Well, that's for y'all to fill in.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
a legal concern, that's
Okay.
a monetary policy. concern.
Got it.
And just kind of related to that cost-wise, but a little bit different aspect. Nothing in this agreement that I see shows that you will restrict access of the general public to anywhere on this grounds or charge any type of admission, even in the case of a special event.
Right.
Not that, yeah, okay, all right, I just want to make sure that was clear.
Yeah,
and agreed
and,
upon, okay.
yeah, and we're not seeking, any sort of, sole use of the plaza. I think we're kind of here mostly because we want everybody to feel comfortable about what we do there. We don't want to take over the plaza. We don't want to own the plaza. We don't want to do, if somebody else wants to come do something, please come on.
Well, and I just think, first, certainly when when it comes to those times that y'all are planning on doing like a special event where there might be more people and more activity happening, you might want to, especially if it's something that might affect other businesses in terms of people getting to them, you might want to, give people a heads up, like
Yeah.
the barber shop or whoever. Just let them know, hey guys, we're doing this thing.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell your folks you're still open for business. We're not, just kind of give people a heads up.
We absolutely intend on being good neighbors.
Okay,
yes.
excellent.
and you are, and we're so glad you're here, and it's so exciting, the things that you guys are doing out there, it's just
Well, we want
awesome.
you guys to be happy too.
Yeah.
I know in some places people are scared of entertainment district because they think like you're
Yeah.
like that's
Right.
not.
No, it's
That's not what.
No.
Yeah.
You guys have been a
what we
huge
want.
part in the last few years since COVID, and we're so glad
Yeah.
you're there, so.
Yes, Walter.
What is our current agreement with the Cornhole Association? I'm trying to remember
We
what.
don't have one.
We
I
don't
think
have
we
one.
they completed their recent, I guess, the spring season or
Season.
whatever that
Yeah, we
was.
do that seasonally.
Yeah, so they have to come back to us.
Oh, they have to come back, okay, so we don't have anything. Okay,
Yeah, and
just wanna
if
make
I'm
sure.
remembering correctly, Mike, those were like on Monday nights? Was it Monday evenings?
It was, because.
Because we'd be coming out of meetings and they'd be down there, yeah. So I
Okay.
think, but
Okay, I
but they
just
have to
wanted
come
to-
back to us to ask
Any
again.
use would have to be approved by the council.
Yeah, they have to come back to us and ask
Got
again.
it, okay, thank you.
And I don't know, we haven't heard anything from them, so I don't know if they're planning on coming back or not. So Mike, you're saying that we're supposed to set the fee?
It's our rule. Just-
Okay.
It should be the
What do we
rental that
typically
we
do?
charge, like what Soho charges
Yeah.
for an event.
It's $4 million now.
Yeah.
JJ has that.
That should be
JJ
good,
can get
right?
that.
Let's go back
He
to
never
the
come back to our restaurant. Forget that guy.
I honestly, I have no idea, like, did the wine 10K pay? They didn't pay anything.
I bet.
I really honestly don't know the answer to that.
Does Alex know? Patrick?
Alex is not here.
What did we charge for?
Did we charge we didn't charge the athletic foundation anything, did we?
Should have.
Oh, $100.
$100 is what we charged everybody recently.
Okay.
Well, that's
so-
like an event, I mean, that's a good event.
Yeah,
You
so-
know,
Well,
like a
you could
5-15
suggest $100 per year for regular events, that's when they entertain their clients, and then whatever you want to charge for special events.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We need some consideration.
right,
Like
sure.
contract.
Yeah, right. Okay, so,
$100 for a year and then $100 per special event?
yeah,
Is
like
that
if y'all had a
that's-
big,
Okay,
Does that work?
I would make that motion to approve this agreement with
Okay.
$100 for the year
Okay.
for regular events and $100 per special event.
okay.
Second.
All right, so we have a motion for that. Did you get all of that? Ms.,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's anything that Mike's already explained it.
Who was the second?
So anything that's not just the regular people waiting to get in to eat dinner or whatever.
Who was the second?
It was Mr. Allemond.
Okay.
So motion for Ms. Anders, second for Mr. Allemond. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So that would be 5-0.
Looking
Yes,
forward
see?
to
This
that
thing
Mexican
doesn't
ice cream and churros.
Yeah, and I mean, I just thank you too, because
Still don't like the
we have a
name.
plaza that the
I
whole
don't.
point is to activate, and y'all
Bad
done
luck
that, so I
bothers me
appreciate
too.
it.
I don't like dramatically.
Have you tried the ice cream and churros?
Yeah, I
They
did
had
taste
it
time when it
at
was
Mr.
good.
Homewood.
It was good.
God.
Solid.
Thank you. All right, thank y'all. Okay.
So it'll be,
So we'll vote on it in council on Monday night
do we
for
need to be
final
there?
approval.
I guess.
I mean, if you wanted to be there, you
Okay.
could, but I don't, is it required? I don't think so.
I'm upstairs.
Let us
Thank
know
you,
if
guys.
traffic's
Appreciate it.
okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, thank y'all so much. Okay, second and final item.
roll.
11/03/23, public hearing set for April 10th, 2023 at 6 PM for consideration of a sign variance at 600 University Park Place. David Brandt, Favorite Signs. Mr. Pugh.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, and we have.
I'm Christopher Rodriguez.
Yeah, you're not David.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah.
you're not David. Oh, wait, hold
We
on.
know his face.
Wait, do we? Did anybody else need this? Here, it's on. Pass them down.
Gracias.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So David had some personal things to take care of. He couldn't make it tonight, so I'm here to fill it for him.
Who are you with, I'm sorry?
Favorite Services?
Okay. You don't have to put the item number, that's fine.
Yeah, just give your name and who you're with.
So I'm here to talk about a sign for Dash Solutions. The property is on Lakeshore. So we're wanting to replace the old Daxco sign with the new main tenant sign, which is Dash Solutions. The signs are similar in size. It's not much difference. Sanford owns the property currently, and they've gone ahead and approved the sign design. And
Oh, so y'all have to get approval from Sanford too?
Yeah, so they've approved it. Everything within the sign fits within the city ordinance with the exception of the sign location. So I guess we're talking to Mr. Pugh, and he stated that in 2020, they changed the signage ordinance to saying that all multi-tenants, the sign can no longer be up high, they want it below the second floor. And so you can kind of see where we're at.
That's what the ordinance states, wall signs are permitted at the ground floor only, so.
Yeah.
But because of the location.
So you wouldn't be able to see?
You wouldn't be able to see anything. Like,
There
you
would be
wouldn't
no
know
need
there's
for
a
a
building
sign.
back there.
Yeah.
They don't have a monument at the roadside or anything saying,
Right.
hey, this is our property, like, there's a business back in here.
Right.
And so, we're just wanting to replace the old sign with the updated tenant information.
And this is the building directly across from like the track?
Yes,
The track
ma'am.
parking lot. And the sign, the Daxco sign, is it up there? Is it in that same location?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we're basically, and that probably went up before the sign ordinance changed? Yeah, okay.
So is Mexico coming off?
Yes,
Yes.
Daxco is coming off and being replaced by
Dashco.
By Dash Solutions.
Are y'all the only tenant in that building?
The CEO of Dash Solutions.
Okay, are y'all the only tenant in that building?
We have the whole fourth floor.
Okay, the whole floor.
Yeah, we're the largest tenant in the building.
The intent behind the 2020 was further down Lakeshore, the medical building that's by the Circle K that has 10 businesses listed all over the building. It looks awful. And that was the intent of that sign ordinance change. That's what that was for, so.
Yeah, no, Waverly Finance, there's a bunch of different.
Yeah.
Inside that building. Yeah. County firms.
Could you speak to the need of the illumination? Will it be, only during business hours, primarily for, when it's, when it gets dark at 4 p.m. or is it something, what is the?
I believe we're putting a photo cell on it, and it's going to stay illuminated throughout the night. We could add a contactor, like a timing contactor, to turn it off after certain hours, if that's what you guys wanted. Could. It stays on.
Yeah, elimination.
Yeah, I was just wanting to know about the need, that is one thing we've asked, as it relates to illumination for other tenants and other requests. I mean, obviously, each one varies given the
I think
size.
that's generally, I think generally that's been in areas where illumination isn't allowed.
Yeah.
In this area, I believe illumination is allowed, so it would be really,
Yeah.
I mean, they could do it if they wanted to, but
That's
they're allowed
it's
to
allowed
have
too.
it be illuminated.
The reality is, don't you see that sign, even unless you're at that corner?
Yeah, there's a lot of trees
There are a lot.
between the roadway, even the walkway.
Yeah.
I did miss, I'm sorry, I thought the illumination was part of the variance request, my apologies, okay.
No, it's just where
It
it's
is
located.
just where it's at
It's
located.
just where it is.
Okay.
Because it's not, they're supposed, on multi-tenants, it's supposed to be on the ground floor,
Yeah.
so they're just asking for it to be up high.
I thought there were 2 variances to it, okay,
Well,
great, thanks.
I will move to send out without recommendation pending a public hearing on Monday night.
Okay. All right, a motion from Ms. Andrews, second from Ms. Gear. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So that will be in a public hearing on Monday night, this coming Monday night, next door in council chambers.
Yes, ma'am.
And we already have all your artwork, so that's good, and we can hold on to this, and y'all can just come and
Awesome.
present
Thank you.
again. All right, thank you so much. Oh,
My client wanted to.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
We're gonna have, we're a great, fast-growing company, hiring a lot of young people, and we're gonna have a ribbon cutting at the new event in
Nice.
June.
Awesome.
We'd love to invite you guys to come. We're gonna have a reception after. Our investors and employees are gonna be there.
Okay, great.
So,
Well, thank you so much. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
thank you guys.
Appreciate you being in Homewood.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Glad to have y'all here.
He's with.
He's with Dash Solutions. He's the CEO of Dash Solutions. Yes. All right. And guys, before everybody gets out of here, Jennifer and I had and Berkeley, had the pleasure of sitting in on a meeting this morning where we were awarded the largest grant from Blue Cross Blue Shield for our outdoor fitness court. We were awarded $50,000. So we were excited about that. And
Why were we?
for the outdoor fitness court that we are hoping to install in Central Park. We are going to be bringing more about this very soon. We mentioned to them that we would probably have to wait until the 23-24 budget to actually fund that, but we're hoping maybe to get some partners and some sponsors to help us defray that cost even further in addition to the grant. So we're super excited about it. It is not an adult playground, FYI.
Great work.
It is an outdoor fitness court. So we're excited about it, and we were excited and thrilled and thankful to Jacob for getting that grant for us. There you go. And with that, we are adjourned.